About 3 weeks ago, my friend broke up with her fiancé a month before their wedding. Would have been this weekend. She found him fooling around with another girl and called off the wedding. It's a huge mess and I feel awful for her. It truly is a devastating time for her, and I've been as supportive as possible through it all. She has been one of my closest friends for the past 15-ish years, and she is basically a sister to me. Because of this, when I found out they were engaged at the beginning of the year, I wanted to give her a truly special wedding gift. She has always been into interior designing and has wanted an Eames lounge chair for a long time. I found one for $4,500, which was a good deal, so I got it for her. I'm fortunate to be able to afford this, but it's still quite a lot. She was ugly crying when I told her about it, and she was extremely grateful for it. However, now that the wedding is called off, I'm not sure what to do. I could still use that money if I were to get it back. Is it rude to ask for her to return it, or at least pay me back for the chair? I feel like I would be such a jerk for doing so, but some other friends who aren't close to her said she absolutely should at least return it so I can get my money back. She's going through a lot now, so I don't want to press her too much, and honestly, if I never see the money again, that's fine. But still, $4,500 is a good amount of change that I would be happy to have if possible. Edit. Thanks for all the replies so far. I realized I left out a very important detail, which is the time frame to return the chair is 90 days, so that's why I'm asking this question now. I bought the chair in mid-September, so that to return and get the full refund is coming up in about a month. To address some other comments, you all are right about asking her for money, which is dumb, and I will not do that. The big reason why I even asked the question was due to my conversation with other friends who said she should return it. Ultimately, I will not ask her to do anything, and she can keep the chair, no problem. If she does get married again, though, maybe I'll just buy her some nice chocolate, then LOL. Thanks, everyone. Now for a few comments before the update. Comment 1. On paper, no, you wouldn't be the idiot for asking for your wedding gift back if they didn't go through with the wedding. Social protocol dictates she give it back, but there's technicality, and then reality. 1. The expectation is for her to give the gifts back, not for you to demand them back. Let your friend have the dignity to offer to do the right thing on her own. 2. Your friend just had her heart stomped on. Is it really the best time to ask for your gift back? Give her time to process the enormity of what happened. 3. You said she likes interior design. It sounds like you bought it for her, not because she ended up with this specific guy. For me, that changes the dynamic of letting her keep it. 4. At its root, wedding gifts are a way to show our friends support. Why, as a society, is it normal to drop a huge sum celebrating someone's happiness, but not comforting someone when they are experiencing huge loss and sadness? IDK, it just seems like if you were okay spending that amount of money on this friend, it shouldn't matter if it was originally given in the context of celebrating their wedding. If it were me, I'd let her keep the chair because adult friendships are worth their weight in gold, and I wouldn't want to add further insult to injury by asking for my gift back. If she got engaged again, I wouldn't get them a wedding gift, and this post would be the last I ever mention it. But that's just me. Comment 2. I think your feeling that you would be an idiot is exactly correct. From a purely transactional point of view, you are NTA for asking for it back. If we were all emotionless robots, I'd say go for it. However, from a friendship emotional point of view, certainly you will be the AH if you do ask. She's very close to you and going through a very difficult time in her life. This would be the last thing she needs and will probably drive a wedge in your relationship. She also really loved the gift. Let her keep the chair, and if she approaches you wanting to return it, then take some time to consider it. Consider the money gone. Money comes and goes. Quality friendships, on the other hand, may be once in a lifetime. Comment 3. I'm going to say you would be an idiot, only because the wedding got broken off because her fiancé cheated, and this really kicking her while she's down. I know people here are saying it's etiquette to return the gift if the wedding doesn't happen, but how many people are really giving gifts before the wedding takes place? Also, I was very unaware with this wedding etiquette. If you give a gift before the wedding happens, you already gave the gift. And in my mind, a gift is a gift is a gift. Full stop. If someone could explain to me why that is the etiquette, I would appreciate it because I feel like I'm missing something. Now for the update. So it's been a few months since the whole wedding fiasco, and I've got to tell you guys, life has a funny way of working things out. After I decided to let the whole Eames chair situation go, my friend, let's call her Sarah, was incredibly touched. She was going through such a tough time, And knowing that I didn't expect anything back from her seemed to really help her healing process. Fast forward to last week, and out of the blue, I get a call from Sarah. She told me she had been in therapy, really working on rebuilding her life after everything that went down. Then she hit me with a surprise. She insisted on repaying me for the chair. Not with money, though. She said that she couldn't put a price on the support I'd given her, but wanted to find a way to show her gratitude. Sarah's a graphic designer, super talented, and she remembered me mentioning a while back that I wanted to redo the graphics for my small business. So she offered her skills and has been working with me on a complete rebrand, logos, business cards, the works. Her creative touch is something I couldn't have afforded otherwise. And honestly, it's made such a difference. My business is looking more professional than ever, and I've already seen an uptick in interest from new clients. But here's the real kicker. As we were wrapping up the design project, she told me that working on this rebrand helped her find joy in her work again. It gave her something positive to focus on, something she's passionate about, and it helped her to reconnect with her creativity, which had taken a hit after her relationship ended. In the end, I got something invaluable. My business is booming, and my friendship with Sarah is stronger than ever. She's also started dating someone new, a guy who seems to truly appreciate her for who she is. As for the chair, it's still at her place, but now it's less of a reminder of what went wrong and more of a symbol of the support system we have in each other. Funny how things turn out, right? Sometimes what feels like the end of the world is just the beginning of something new and even better. Thanks for all the advice you guys gave me back then. It really helped me to focus on what was truly important, being there for a friend in need. Now for the comments. Comment 1, not the idiot. This story showcases a beautiful evolution from conflict to collaboration. You demonstrated empathy by prioritizing your friend Sarah's emotional well-being over a material possession, like the Eames chair. It's clear that the real value in this situation is not the chair itself, but the relationship that has been strengthened and the personal growth both of you have experienced. Furthermore, your willingness to accept Sarah's offer of graphic design in lieu of compensation shows a deep understanding of the importance of mutual support and the non-monetary value that skills and services can bring to a relationship. The fact that your business is flourishing is a testament to the positive outcome of your decision, and Sarah's newfound joy and romantic relationship further reinforced that the choice you made had far-reaching benefits for both of you. It's a classic case of putting human relationships above material possessions, which is both ethical and commendable. Comment 2, not the idiot. In this scenario, you've demonstrated an excellent example of conflict resolution and the power of forgiveness. By letting go of the issue with the Eames chair, you've not only helped Sarah during a difficult period, but you've also paved the way for a mutually beneficial partnership. The success of your rebranded business and the positive impact on Sarah's mental state and creativity highlight the significant advantages of choosing to focus on long-term gains over short-term losses. Additionally, this story underscores the importance of recognizing when a friend is in need and offering support that goes beyond the material. Sarah's subsequent happiness and her new relationship serve as a reminder that our actions can have ripple effects on the lives of others. Your decision to move forward together, rather than dwelling on past mistakes, exemplifies a mature and compassionate approach to friendship and business. Comment 3, not the idiot. The outcome of this wedding fiasco turned collaboration is a testament to the power of letting go and the importance of second chances. By overlooking the past issue with the Eames chair, you've not only solidified a friendship, but also created an environment where both of you could thrive personally and professionally. Your story is a prime example of how sometimes the best investments we can make are in people rather than things. Sarah's offer to help with your business rebranding was a gesture of genuine gratitude, and accepting it in place of a traditional resolution to the chair situation demonstrates a thoughtful and innovative approach to problem solving. The fact that this exchange led to the betterment of your business and Sarah's personal life is a clear indication that focusing on the potential for positive outcomes rather than dwelling on the negatives can yield the most rewarding results. Your actions embody the principles of empathy, creativity, and the belief that good can come from challenging circumstances. Now for the next story. My 30-year-old sister-in-law, 33 years old, just announced her first pregnancy. My husband, her brother and I already have a 2-year-old, and her twin sister already has a few kids, so she was the last of us without children. Here comes the twist. We lost our second child in July during their birth, in an absolutely unpredictable way. We personally don't wait until a certain week to announce a pregnancy because life is unpredictable, and there are no guarantees anyway. So we announced this pregnancy way before week 12, and her exact words were, "You're pretty brave to announce the pregnancy that early." The birth of our child was also the reason we weren't able to attend her wedding, which happened on the same day and was a 4-hour drive away. However, we didn't spread the news about our son's death on that day. She announced her pregnancy at a small get-together that originally took place to celebrate her and her twin sister's birthday. Apparently, she wasn't pregnant with one child, but twins. But she lost one of the children early on in the pregnancy, and she was openly happy about it. She started listing all the reasons she was glad that she didn't have to buy everything twice and didn't have to do twice the work, etc. I was sitting across the table, and I didn't even know how to react. First of all, her pregnancy announcement triggered some feelings of jealousy, and I would have wished for her to tell us beforehand and not in a room full of people. But I'm not mad about that or anything, although I find it a bit insensitive. On the other hand, her happiness about losing a child left me speechless. I mean, I guess I kind of understand her train of thought, but I think some thoughts are better kept to oneself, and I must admit I felt offended by being confronted with her reaction to child loss in that kind of way. Anyway, neither my husband nor I got up to hug her or congratulate her, and she later texted my husband that she wasn't happy about the way we acted. Now, for a few comments before the update. Comment 1. No idiots here. We all react to trauma differently. Your shock in that moment was 100% valid. I'm sure anyone would struggle to be congratulatory when another person is actively celebrating something that caused them immense trauma. On the other hand, your sister-in-law is dealing with a very similar kind of loss. And if talking herself into being happy about only having one child is her way of coping, that's valid too. Ultimately, you're two women, family members, who have had to deal with the same similar very difficult situation. I hope you can explain your reaction calmly. After suffering a loss herself, I'm sure she'll be able to understand at least a little. And while it sounds like she's in the denial phase of grief, I hope you'll be able to be there for her as she deals with her own loss too. Comment 2. No idiots here. You have every right to have been stunned by the announcement. She has every right to be stunned by your lack of reaction. You all seem to be ignoring the feelings of the other due to the individual things you each are going through. Did your husband explain why the two of you reacted the way you did? I'm guessing if he does that your sister-in-law is going to be horribly sad that she hurt you, and I'd be willing to bet that this, or just time, will leave you sad that you didn't respond to her announcement better. I get that you're hurting, but she likely is too. She dealt with her pain in a way that helped, or she thought was helping her to get over it. You dealt with your pain differently. You don't understand her action, and she doesn't understand your lack of reaction. Comment 3. No idiots here. You're allowed to be uncomfortable and upset and process that in your own way. She's allowed to be excited and announce her pregnancy in her way. Not everyone considers a fetus to be a person, I don't. So losing one, especially very early on and still being pregnant, may legitimately be a relief to her. It would be to me. 2 babies at one time is no joke. You don't have to agree or approve, but the fact that you don't agree doesn't make her wrong. I think for most women, losing an early pregnancy is very different from losing a child during birth, and it's unrealistic to compare the two as equal tragedies. But given how recently you lost your child, I can fully understand why her relief would seem offensive to you. Now for the update. It's been several months since the birthday party where everything seemed to unravel. I won't lie. The days following my last post were fraught with tension and sadness. But there's something about time. It doesn't heal all wounds, but it gives us a chance to stitch the fabric back together, even if the pattern is forever altered. My husband and I started attending grief counselling, which brought us a sense of peace and understanding we didn't know we needed. Meanwhile, my sister-in-law, well, she was on her own journey. I suppose the distance gave her time to reflect on her words that day, and one afternoon she showed up unannounced, her eyes rimmed with the weight of a heavy conscience. With a shaky voice, she apologised, not the kind of apology that's laced with justifications, but the raw, open-hearted kind that starts the healing. She admitted that her comment about not wanting twins was a defence mechanism, her way of coping with her own pain. We talked, we cried, and something beautiful happened. We forgave each other. As her belly grew, so did our relationship. She included us in her journey, sensitive to our loss, and we found joy in her milestones. When she gave birth to a healthy baby boy, we were right there with her. Holding her son for the first time brought a mix of emotions, but above all, there was love. Pure, unadulterated love. They say it takes a village, and our families have really come together. Our parents have been rocks, supporting all of us through the thick of it, and our friends, they've shown that they're more like family, with shoulders ready for tears and hands prepared to help. I won't say things are perfect. Some days grief hits like a tidal wave and we brace ourselves against it. But we're learning to ride those waves with a resilience I never knew we had. And our little angel, the one we said goodbye to before we could say hello, is never far from our thoughts. In the midst of our healing, my husband and I decided to start a small charity in our baby's honour, supporting families dealing with similar heartaches. It's given us purpose and a way to channel our love into something that keeps our child's memory alive. Life is unpredictable and often hard, but it's also filled with moments of profound connection and forgiveness. Our family isn't defined by the tragedies we've faced, but by the ways we've come together in their aftermath. And for that I am grateful. Now for the comments. Comment 1. Not the idiot. It's clear from your story that both you and your husband have experienced a profound tragedy and have taken constructive steps toward healing by attending grief counselling. This process is deeply personal and requires a lot of vulnerability and strength. It is reassuring to hear that your sister-in-law has gone through her own process of reflection and has offered a sincere apology for her earlier hurtful comment. Your capacity to forgive her shows great magnanimity and emotional maturity. Starting a charity in honour of your lost child is a beautiful way to channel your grief into something positive that can help others, and it speaks volumes about your character. The fact that your families are coming together in support during this time is a testament to the power of love and forgiveness. It is important to remember that grief can be a lifelong journey, but the resilience and gratitude you found in your connections with each other are commendable. Comment 2. Not the idiot. In the wake of tragedy, it can be difficult to navigate relationships and emotions. The fact that you and your husband sought out grief counselling shows that you were proactive in dealing with your emotions and the impact of the tragedy on your lives. It's also commendable that you've managed to see beyond the initial hurt caused by your sister-in-law's comment. This demonstrates a deep understanding of the complexities of human emotions and relationships. By forgiving her and allowing the relationship to grow, especially as she becomes pregnant, you're fostering an environment of healing and support. Moreover, the establishment of a charity in your lost child's honour not only serves as a powerful tribute, but also as a means to extend your love and support to others who may be suffering. The resilience you've shown in building connections in the face of ongoing grief is a testament to the strength of the human spirit. Comment 3. Not the idiot. Your story is a poignant reminder that even in the depths of despair, human beings are capable of extraordinary compassion and growth. Grief counselling can be an incredibly beneficial tool for those who have suffered a loss, and your decision to engage in it is a sign of your commitment to healing. It is also heartening to hear that your sister-in-law has taken the time for self-reflection and has reached out to you with an apology. This shows a willingness to take responsibility for her actions and to mend fences, which is crucial in any family dynamic. The creation of a charity in memory of your child is a noble endeavour that not only honours your child's memory, but also provides you with a constructive outlet for your grief. This initiative can be a source of comfort and hope for many other families experiencing similar losses. Your story underscores the value of empathy, forgiveness, and the positive impact it can have on familial relationships. If you liked this video, you'll probably like these too. Also, while you're here, please consider subscribing. It's your support that keeps this channel alive and allows me to make better and longer videos. Have a great day.